Very good evening to you, dear listener. Welcome to another episode of Wealthlink radio program on 98.1 Salt FM Abakaliki. I don't know where you are right now. I don't know when you started following Wealthlink radio program. If you have been following the program, you know it is very rich, very educative, and very, very expository. So you join today's episode, you will learn a lot and you will thank me later. My name is Ugochukwu Onwe. I have already in the studio the Director General of Scholar Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Engineer Henry Nduka Aworego. You're welcome.
We thank God for a beautiful day like this, and Ebonians, I must congratulate you for a peaceful election and for voting our candidate massively in the person of Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna-Nwiburu. And we are very, very happy and grateful to God Almighty for life, for peaceful election on Saturday the 18th of March 2023. And we want to use this platform to congratulate our principal, our great leader, a very focused and passionate leader with compassion, capacity, courage, credibility, credentials, and all what have you. We want to thank God for giving us Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna-Nwiburu. We thank you, Ebonians, for listening to us. We've been here for the past 3 months talking about what is going to happen in Ebonyi, the great and tremendous developmental agenda that Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna-Nwiburu is coming on board with. And so today marks the beginning of the joyful celebration in Ebonyi State. And I know you can see the street since yesterday has been so agog with jubilation. People are thanking God because their votes counted, and it is the beginning of our success story. And on that note, having appreciated God for this wonderful opportunity and having congratulated our principal, Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna-Nwiburu, because we know he will do well. He will change the faces of Ebonians. From where we are today, of course, we thank the present governor, the sitting governor of Ebonyi State, the man that have led this revolution, the man that kept his word. He said he was going to hand over to someone that will be younger than him, and he has fulfilled that. And I'm very sure that the youth of Ebonyi State are very grateful to Engineer Dave Omahi for having kept his word, for having kept to equity, for respecting justice, social justice, and giving us not just a person, but someone that will fit the very big shoe that he is leaving behind. And on that note, Ebonians, I want to remind us that we have entered a new era, an era of prosperity, an era of human capital development, an era of infrastructural advancement, an era of peaceful coexistence that will metamorphose into the ease of doing business in Ebonyi State, an era that will usher in foreign direct investment, an era that will make Ebonians to become both relevant and useful in the global space, especially among the youths, among the women, and of course everybody. And my advice for Ebonians today on this platform is that we now have the choice of not just preparing, but packaging and positioning ourselves. Let's go back to the slogan of the campaign team of Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna-Nwiburu, which is normally Onye Uria, which is what we normally translate as walk and chop. which is where we derived workshop. So you have to work and then you chop. This is not an era of laziness. This is not going to be an era of monkey the walk, baboon the chop. It will be an era of onyeroa uria, just like my people will say, when you disturb yourself, when you give yourself pressure, you will come out of pressure. So you see, it is no longer a time of hanging around politicians looking for who will steal money and share. This is a time of productivity. It will be an era of skill development. You know, like I said in the last episode, one of the major ingredients that is lacking in our economy today is skill development. Yes, we go to school, but how many of us come out with skills? Yes, we have certificates, but how many of us come out with strategies? Strategies that will proffer solution to the existing problems of humanity. Strategies that will take us from poverty to prosperity. Strategies that will turn the faces of people in the rural areas. And I put it to you, especially those of you who are in school today, it is time to acquire skills, because Unyeroa Uria. And we have marshaled out so many skills here. But because of the joyful mood we are in, whether you have skill or not, we want you to begin to prepare and package your CVs. From Monday next week, our office will be opened at Ebonyi State University CAS campus, where you have the pre-degree building. You go there, you see our office with an inscription, Scholars Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Go there and submit your CV. Make sure that your CV is well packaged, because even before the government will begin to do something on our own capacity, in appreciation to God, and in this joyful mood, we want to start matchmaking jobs in Ebonyi State. We want to start collecting and fixing all those that have one skill or the other. It doesn't matter your qualification. It doesn't matter your academic background. What matters is that you can do something. How do we define a skill? A skill is something you can do and do very well. That is the simple definition of skill. So a skill is not just what you can do. A skill is what you can do and do very well. So, and it doesn't matter how many skills you have. You can have just one skill. There are those who have up to 10 skills. There are those who have 20 skills. What matters is how well can you do that which you claim you can do. So, in your CV this time, we are no longer interested in the local government or ward or village you are coming from. We are more interested in what you can do and do very well. Let that become your pattern of developing your CV. Assuming you cannot develop your CV, you can give you a verbal you to, when you feel it, we'll be able to get you a CV. And remember, the skill we're talking about is not just plumbing, it's not just electrical work, it's not just painting, it's not just driving, not just legal skills, medical skills, and so on and so forth. All those are good. But I want you to also know that there are other skills like nanny skills, cleaning skills, singing skills, drama performance skills, theater art, all of those skills that you can do very, very well. Come to Scholars Chamber of Commerce and Industry office in Ebonyi State University, CAS campus, and submit it as your CV, or we give you a form where you will outline all of them. You know why? Because we want to assist the government of Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna Nwiguru. He is a man that is passionate about giving jobs to every Ebonyian if possible. And in his language, he will always say, so far you can do this, so far you can perform, so far you can skillfully and diligently handle your assignments, your job, your profession very well, there will be something for you. Ebonyi is on the path of progress. Our natural resources cannot just be in vain. Our arable soil, crops, and all what have you, in terms of agriculture, food security, cannot just be in vain. Our human resource availability, especially among the young people, cannot just be in vain. And so we are going to harness all of them. And of course, you know that we are working with Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna on his mandate, on his manifesto that is christened on the People's Charter of Needs. A need is something that must be met. And how do you meet a need? By providing solution to that need. And it takes a skilled person to proffer solution to needs, to proffer solution that will satisfy the needs. Okay? And so that is exactly what this administration that is coming on board will be looking at, and we believe and trust that Ebonians will give Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna maximum cooperation. It is an era that will usher in foreigners from various parts of the world to come into Ebonyi, to develop industries, to develop businesses, to build offices, to build institutions, and employment will be on the increase. Employment will be on the increase. So get yourself ready. That's why we are already being proactive by getting people to submit their CVs, to give us their skills, because we are going to create a database of Ebonians that will spell out who and who can do what and what. That is where we are now. And within this short time out, I beg you stay tuned, because I will be back again. Remember, my name is Henry Ndoka Aworego.
Are you ready to develop your skills and profession to suit international standards? Are you ready for global opportunities in scholarships, skills, and services? Will you like to be prepared, packaged, and positioned to export your services and skills overseas? Then, this short diploma certificate course in productivity development is for you. From the Skills Development Council of Canada, it will be coming live on Wealthlink radio program, a business school on radio, powered by the Scholars Chamber of Commerce and Industry here on ABBC 98.1 FM at Bakaliki. Join us on Tuesday from 5 to 5:30 p.m. and on Thursday from 4:30 to 5 p.m. You can also join the WhatsApp class by sending your full name to 0805 038 8388. Again, 0805 038 8388. 0805 038 8388. Diploma in Productivity Development from the Skills Development Council of Canada is a sure key to open global economic empowerment. Join us.
You're welcome back. I still remain your anchor on this Wealthlink radio program, and my name is Engineer Henry Ndoka Aworego. We are still celebrating the success, the good outing, the wonderful performance of the man of the people, our principal, Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna. On that election day, we all saw exactly what it means to be the choice of the people. Massive turnout, peaceful election, and landslide victory. And what can we say other than to say, oh God, we will never disappoint you. In this wonderful dispensation, giving a young man for the first time a chance to transform a place like Ebonyi State, it is going to be very great. I plead with Ebonians once again, on this Wealthlink radio program, we will not stop. We will continue to do this program because our job is to teach, to train, and to mentor people into worthy enterprise. Because that's exactly what Right Honorable Francis Ogbonnawivu is yearning for. He is not yearning to be man alone. He has prayed and he has pleaded with Ebonians to surround him with credible contributions. Credible contributions. Contributions that will not bring down the economy, but contributions that will build the economy. I've always said that life is not meant for competition. It is meant for contribution. And there is nobody that has everything, but everybody has something. As you are listening to me this wonderful evening, there is something you can do which no other person can do. That is what we are looking for. And you have to discover it within you. And then you develop it. That is where skill development that I've been hammering on comes in. You need to develop yourself. And then, you don't just, once you are developed, you don't look for employment, you look for deployment. Employment is like a platform where you haven't developed yourself can now deploy what you have in you for the betterment of humanity, for the betterment of the society, for the productive ingenuity in you to be felt by people around you. That is exactly what we are asking for in Wealthlink radio program. And so that's why we have to continue. We've run a course on productivity development, and a selected number of people who were able to meet up with the standard, who followed the program from the beginning to the end, have taken the exams and their names have been shortlisted and are waiting results from the Skill Development Council of Canada. It is a promise that we must keep, and it is something that the FON Diaspora Network, supporting the candidature of Right Honorable Francis Ogbonnawivu, sponsored. Nobody paid a dime. It is part of our contribution. And I am now coming again to tell you that we have entered into the second phase of what we are doing. And that phase is creating a job hub, creating a recruitment hub, an employment platform where you can come and submit your CVs, your profile, what you can do, who you are, where you are coming from. Because our job will be to matchmake you with an available employer where you will now go and deploy the skills that you have developed. If you have not developed your skills, we are also available to help you develop those skills. Let me bring it down home. In Ebonyi State, we have the best shopping mall already available, but so many shops are yet to be taken. Somebody must develop skills that will generate enough money for you to have an office in that Ebonyi shopping mall. Let me stop at that one. Let me go to the Ebonyi International Airport that is about to take off now. Everything is ready, waiting for the first plane to land. Somebody must develop a skill that has to do with travels and tourism, whereby you can have an office there to check people in, to do ticketing, to book flights, both from Ebonyi and overseas, to book hotels abroad, and so many other activities involved in the tourism sector. That is what we mean by skill development. As we speak now, there are so many countries in the world looking for the ingenuity of Ebonians that can handle the nanny sector, taking care of babies, taking care of old people. There are sectors that are looking for people with skills in cybersecurity. There are sectors that are looking for skills in data analytics, business analytics, transportation and logistics sector, security sector, food security and agro sector, or what we call agropreneurship. So there are so many sectors of the economy all over the world waiting for Ebonians to develop their skills. Right Honorable Francis Obona Wivuru will be, as the governor of Ebonyi State, will be ready to recommend any prepared, packaged and positioned person for job opportunities in the entire globe. And so get ready for a very big harvest of opportunities. And so there are so many other institutions like us that will be bringing down opportunities within the nation and within the international space. Your job is to get ready, get prepared, get packaged, and get positioned. Make yourself visible. Make yourself viable. Make yourself verifiable. Make yourself a magnet of opportunities. And it all borders on your capacity to develop yourself, capacity to go to where your potentials can be harnessed and developed. And the Scholars Chamber of Commerce and Industry has come to stay in Ebonyi State. Our office is at Ebonyi State University temporary site, that is CAS campus, where you have the pre-degree block. You will see the office, strategically located there. And then you walk in and profile yourself, submit your CV, fill our forms, and get yourself ready, and make sure that your contact phone, your email addresses, everything must be working 24/7. This is no longer a time to switch up your, a lot of people will come and submit their CVs, fill our forms, and when you now begin to contact them for opportunities, their phone will not be available. And before you know it, you think the village people are after you. There is no village people after you. It is, you have to make yourself visible. You have to make yourself ready. You have to make yourself a magnet of opportunities. That's exactly why we are here, to support our own, to support the man we know will change the face of Ebonyi State in these 8 years, because we believe that he will do very well in the first 4 years and will be qualified to win the trust of Ebonians, to vote him in again by God's grace to lead in the next 8 years. So we thank you for your kind support to this program. We thank you for adding your voice. A lot of you, when you hear us like this, also give other people this good news, so that those who are not listening to us now can also take advantage. Be your brother's keeper. Continue to disseminate this information. Share our messages. Make sure that you record whatever we are saying here on this platform and share them on your various social media platforms, so that we go viral, and within the next 1 year